There we go. Okay, just for some reason, OBS is kind of shitting itself today. So, let's try this again. Hey, Dave. I'm going to have to get used to the fact that it captures my left side more than my right now, so my left bicep actually looks bigger for a change. All right. New office. It has air conditioning, which is... Yep. Yeah, OBS has just been shitting itself today, and I don't know why. Basically what happened was it forgot my microphone. Like, thank you. Hold on, I'll move out of the, I'll swing out of the way so you all can see the setup behind me. Oh yes, no, I absolutely, like, this was actually present in my previous videos. It was just, sitting parallel to me, so you couldn't really get a good look at it unless the wind blew. Ah, shit, I forgot I was still wearing this. I was actually wearing this because this is one of the tanks I really don't care about. And I was out wearing it while I was putting laundry up on the line because I still dry my clothes by hang drying. Habit from when I was young stuck with me, and I kind of, you know, like to keep it going. But yeah, new office, more space, climate control. So I'll be able this way to continue doing Shirtless Sunday through the winter because I can get this room nice and warm. We can keep it going. Alrighty, so I hopped on a little. Is it doing? Yeah, it's doing it again. I gotta adjust for the new environment. It's maxed out here. What the fuck is going on with it? Microphone. Yeah, turn it down to. It keeps trying to auto adjust it down to a certain percentage that it thinks I want it to operate at. But, oh, Dead Answer! Yo, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is about. That's better, actually. I'm still learning how to fill this space, I guess you could say. I mean, with more than just beef. But, like, as you can see, I still have a lot of empty space in this room, and it's a little bit echoey because it's empty. I wanted to move the love seat in here, but the problem is we can't get it through the goddamn door frame. Oh, I want a plant. I want some plants. I have a bit of a green thumb, I gotta admit. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I want to get some indoor plants, too, and that one I'll just, I'm gonna get hit by the door. Walls? Yeah, walls. Climate control. I am now in the house. My roommate moved out over the weekend, the one I was having a little bit of friction with. He's gone, and so that allowed my boyfriend to move into his former... Yeah, so funny thing enough, when we first came into the house, this was my office. And when my roommate and my boyfriend broke up, yeah, I surrendered the office to give Nukable a place to call his own. And then after roommate left, I gave Nukable a choice. Basically, he could keep the bedroom, this room that he was always already in, or he could move into the larger bedroom, and he chose the larger one, which I'm actually kind of happy about, because even this size room feels a bit empty to me right now. Thank you. So, pardon, came out of nowhere. I'm heading back to my base. I went out hard drive hunting just for, so you know what's up. But yeah, I ended up... he ended up choosing the larger room, which actually turned out to be better for everyone. So, I get a new office, one that I can slowly fill, and... Ah, okay. Thank you, Vector. Oh, fuck. Out of inventory space, and I can't just outrun that one. Well, I mean, I could stand and fight it, but that doesn't solve any of my problems. Right now, we just need to get the cargo we picked up back to base for analyzing. And actually, this more centered view works a lot better. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, so now I have a much, much more comfortable place to stream from. And I'm really glad for it too, especially on a day like today, because it's 102 degrees outside, and inside with no one in the garage right now, it's already up to about 93 degrees. The only thing I lose coming inside is I no longer have, yeah, it's 102 outside and it's about 93 in the garage right now. However, in comparison, this room with, you know, the door closed, hot coffee, my body heat, and my machine running, it's about 80 degrees in here, which is far more comfortable than if I were stuck outside. And I have cold air blowing on my legs, which is really, really, really nice. Mercifully cooler. Yeah, no, but it's hot. It is hot today. Speaking of which, Nukable or Puppy, if you can hear this, the bed liner should be about ready to come down thanks to the heat. It and a pair of socks, a pair of socks and a single sock are the only things on the clothesline right now that need to come in. But that does need to get done. I might just do it during my break if I got, like, if it isn't, but whatevs. That's one thing I like about the hot weather is that it does dry my laundry a lot faster. Like, I did the rest of the bedding like around 2 o'clock, and before 3 it was already dry, so I just pulled it all off. Oh yeah. Oh, lovely. Hold on. And that's how you handle a big cat. So just so everyone knows, that cat head image was actually covering up a spider, because I play this game in arachnophobia mode, just for everybody's, you know, comfort. I myself am not arachnophobic, but I know many people who visit here are, and I wish to honor their feelings. We actually walked a pretty long way. Oh yeah, I need to build my... This was one of the wrecks I raided. Oh yeah. They do the same thing in Japan. In Japan, nobody really has a dryer. Even in apartments, they tend to... They tend to dry their laundry on a porch or patio or balcony, whatever it is they happen to have. I think the United States is really the only country where machine drying year-round is really the cultural norm. At least that is my understanding. Yeah, no, that's the thing about being a Californian and doing my laundry this way, is that I looked outside because basically no one, even in California, does laundry hang drying anymore. It's all machine dried, even in the heat of the summer. And I looked into how much energy one of those dryers eats up, and it's the equivalent to running an air conditioning unit for the similar length of time. And so I'm like, I've already got an air conditioner running, so I'm already sucking up a lot of energy just to, you know, survive this heat. And yet, like, I'm still running a machine that makes heat to get clothes dried. I'm like, this is literally a philosophical absurdity. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm buying a $9 clothesline, $9 nylon clothesline, and I strung it up. And I've used it for about the last 4 years. So I've, like, even just in the initial... Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, it can make sense. Like, you know, during the winter time, if we get a rainy year like we had last year, I will not hang dry. I will use the the drying machine because it just makes sense. Like, I can't dry my clothes outside, might as well dry them, you know, with the machine I have. But when it's the time of year where we get all the sun, we basically don't use it. It sits, collects dust. We use the, shit. Oh, I am heading the right direction. Yeah, no, like I said, technically, like, there are cities that have made it illegal in the United States to line dry your clothes. It's illegal in many parts of California, actually. It's an unenforceable law. Oh, yeah, no, hands down, line dry clothes smell better, especially bedding. Yeah, no, it's because it's because hang drying clothes is associated with poor people. And so the logic is, well, if you're not struggling and you have money, you'd use the drying machine and buy your electricity just like everyone else. And so really it's about, you know, poor shaming and basically just kicking poor people, but it's like, it's also causing, you know, environmental problems at the same time. So I mean, technically they try to make it illegal for us to do it. I just ignore it because the rule is unjust. But then again, that's how my morality works. Yeah, no, it really is. It is truly an everybody loses situation, and I'm not here for that. Like, I don't necessarily agree with the Captain Kirk philosophy of no lose-lose situations, but yeah, no, of course. So much of the United States is just meant to prop up markets. But, like, yeah, no, I still line dry anyway, and I'm actually really glad I do, so we can turn that back on now. Alright, let's get the hard drive analyzing. The hard drive. Alright, we got 10 minutes till that's done. And we need to go ahead and dump some stuff, take more, we'll have to take more reinforced iron plates.
Hello, Mother.
Berg! Yo, buddy! How you doing, man? Good to have you. Cheers. I was hoping that more of my wall above me would have been visible because I'll show you guys for a second, but I have like a whole collage of stuff above my the flag because, you know, gotta decorate. Yeah, now that I'm looking at this on camera, I gotta take more advantage of like this space behind me where my arm's at and really fill that up. You can feel the heat coming through the walls right now. I'm a bit quieter. I haven't been able to... Is it automatically adjusting my microphone again? No, it shouldn't be. I don't know why it's been constantly edging down my volume. Yeah, that's what Wolfie's room used to be. As I take a sip of water. Sounds the same to you? Okay, well, that's good at least, I suppose. I don't know what's going on because my microphone keeps changing what it wants to do. And it's like, can you be consistent for like 5 minutes, please? But no, it won't. Okay, that I'm gonna have to, this I'm gonna have to throw in. That goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. Oh, we have enough for more Caterium research. Sweet. We're gonna need that. But we have to wait 10 minutes first anyway. Fair. Okay. plates do we have? Like next to none. We're going to turn that off for a little bit and let iron plates accumulate. I don't have any more go fasters. Only good sense is the taste. Well, hey, at least that's a good one. Like, I don't know what I would do if I lost my sense of taste. It would be a very, very sad existence for me, and I'd probably lose my shit. Being, you know, I'm a chunky boy for a reason. I like to eat. I like to eat. I haven't even had any weed today, and, you know, obviously I can't just smoke at my desk anymore as much as I'd want to. I mean, I could, but I'd have to have the window open and blow out, but that's not going to happen on a day like today. No, sir. No, sir. All right, we're almost to the job site. Although we're not going to be able to do too much with as little iron plate as we got. It's a pretty enjoyable one. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that would help. Still, I wouldn't be able to do the volcano bag in here, I think. Although, I should show you some updated pictures, or I should post some updated pictures of Aurora, my plant. She's getting real big. She's getting real big. She's already about the size vertically. True. True. Mostly, like, one thing I'm going to throw up on the wish list here shortly. Oh, yeah, you're all having problems. But, hey, what is wrong with you? Water's going just fine. We're back at the coal plant, the one I just built. Oh yeah, I don't think it's waiting to get upgraded into Mark II, and it doesn't quite have the throughput yet to be able to deliver on what we need. But hey, it is working. I just wish I could backload it. Yeah, coal is the problem. Okay. Not much I can do about that until we unlock a few more techs. So we'll leave that be for just a mo. But what I need to start doing is I need to start planning out the base. Because this is part of where I'm going to build everything. And I need to make sure that there's enough clearance on the underside. So it's a device for exhaling whatever it is you're smoking into, and it's full of activated charcoal. The idea is that it'll help you mask the smell by the activated charcoal eating up the volatiles that are in the cylinder. All right, let's get this. Shit. Double shit. We're gonna have to sneak around and recover because I lost my weapon. Got one. Got a swarm. Owie. Okay, that little one's dead before it could bother us any further. Oh god, they're the worst. Well, the worst one for me to deal with is the spiders. The bugs are only a problem when there's a lot of them, for me, at least. If I can get the drop on a solitary hive, it's not a problem. Okay. So what I need to do here is, we got coal here. We got a bunch of resources on the estuary floor that I want to tap into. iron there, copper there. And I guess the question is, how am I going to set this whole system up, and what am I going to start with? Because I need to make sure that my subfloor that I'm going to be using for passing everything sits low enough that I can build awesome sinks down there for quick disposal of goods. So in order to, well, I don't think I even have an awesome sink yet. No, I do. Okay, so I can measure. Okay, so that's the thing, is I've already discovered that currently, even at the bottom, this isn't quite tall enough for what I need. So I'm trying to decide if I want to build a foundation across the bottom for everything to sit on, or if I want to go up higher. And I'm leaning higher. I'm leaning higher right now, and I think that's what I'm going to do. The power plant though can stay. This can stay. This is going to be what's going to run most of this anyway. You don't have to worry about collecting biofuel anymore. The problem of going higher is just there's more space in between that I'll have to figure out how to deal with. And when I say how to deal with it, I mean it can become a process, especially as I have to go through that gap there to get to where I want to build my main facility. Because what I'm building in here is actually mostly going to be refineries, or places where I'm going to be making things into ingots specifically. All right, this should. It was actually a fairly quiet stream for a Shirtless Sunday, I'll be honest with you. Although it went well, overall. Things have been pretty quiet. He thinks it's a combination of Pride and of Dawn Trail. So I think that's what was going on. See, because the problem with lower is all of this shit gets in the way, and I'd rather just build over it rather than cut it all down. Okay. Actually, we're gonna go higher, and we're gonna go up high. We're gonna make this a mining level, and we're just gonna build over it. Well, higher is going to be the answer, I think. I think you are correct, Shu. What did everyone get up to this weekend? I think, Dave, you guys went to Pride, I believe, right? Chicago Pride? Okay. I was wondering about that. Did they enjoy themselves? Do this. I've got a second plan. Swag. Nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build a test bed. Oh, congratulations to your sister! What did she study? so that I can create the clearance I need. I'm actually planning this from the get-go. Plotting a whole subfloor. Woo! Danny! Yo, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the new office! Welcome to the new Himbo Engineering Co space. For any of you just joining us, welcome to Himbo Engineering Co. I'm the Himbo. I build stuff. Sethan! Yo, thank you! How you been doing, buddy? Oh, perfect. That's plenty. Okay, cool. I now know that the gap that I'm creating on the underside of this will suffice for our purposes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build all of this up, and we're going to start plotting out our refineries. Nice. We got up to Keeper in the Lake, Keeper of the Lake in MSQ. The boys are almost caught up to me. There is just one more trial for them to get through, and they will be at where I'm at. Also, Eglin is a very pretty kitty after the graphical updates. He's Eglin. Eglin the pretty kitty. And I need to come up with more for that. It's to the tune of Harvey the Wonder Hamster. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that one by Weird Al. Harvey the Wonder Hamster. It's only about 45 seconds long, and it's beyond silly if you ask me, and I love it for that. He's Harvey the Wonder Hamster. He doesn't bite and he doesn't squeal. He just runs around on his hamster wheel. Harvey. Yeah. Hey, Harvey. Oops, shit. Oh, double shit. I heard that. I'm gonna outrun him. Not gonna fight, just run. Just run. So I always envision Build and Chills to be a little more social. So like what is up in your guys' world? Like I asked a little bit about Pride. Does anybody have any projects that they're working on currently that are fun? Okay, we need these. How are we doing on time on the man? Done. Okay, so... Ooh. Oh, this is going to be necessary. Okay. No, that makes sense. Beautician school is a little different in the U.S., I know, because our professional organizations are regulated by states, not by the federal government. So licensing, like, there are beauty schools all over California, and in fact, there's one just down the street. But it's little more than an outpost in a shopping mall. Alright, we're going to take that one. That's actually a useful recipe. It's not the one I was hoping for, but it's definitely one that's going to help. Alright, let's do... we need to unlock... Caterium, there it is. Oh, right, because I put the frickin' stuff in the goddamn box. Get in the giant robot, Shinji! Oh, wow. Small? I mean, I remember back in like 2009 when AC had like 3,900 or like 3,950 people and we all lost our minds. It's like, whoa, the con is so huge. Now it's like MFF gets easily what, like 4 times that? I think. Damn, yeah. So like, oh, that's a big convention, Berg. There we go. Now I'll have to make Caterium ingots to advance to the next step of this, which gives me quick wire and the awesome shop, as well as access to zip lines and to stun rebar, which will be helpful a little later. Okay. Just doing some of the faster research. Alright. Now let's do a hard drive. Boom. Alright. Got another 10 minutes. We'll see what recipe I got. That copper ingot recipe is actually huge. Like, getting that this early is a big boon. Because I don't even have... I mean, I don't even have the device yet that allows me to utilize it, but having it in place for when I do is going to be super helpful. I think I might crack the door for airflow because the hot air is staying in here, and even though I can I'm leaning over to feel the cool air coming out of the vent, the fact that I'm drinking hot coffee is definitely warming me up a bit. We are recording. I just double checked for a long play of Himbo Engineering Co. Ah, damn it. And here we are, back at the build site and the power plant. Whew. Hot bowl needs a cool drink. I mean, that's what the hydrate redeem is for. Don't cost you any money to use it. Make me drink some water. Cool me down. Force me to do something I wouldn't otherwise. Berg redeemed to hydrate. Thank you, Berg. Cheers. So I'm probably going to leave access to the water open for now because I'm not quite sure. I think there's enough room I can fit a pump underneath. Should have checked. Oh, with ease. Okay, cool. So the dirt layer is going to be used for resource extraction. Berg redeemed a double buy flex. Thank you, Berg. Really appreciate the flex redeem. Madoka. I love Madoka. We're gonna have to fight that. Oh well, this is what land clearing is for. Got it. Damn it! I thought I had them all. Ah, fuck, there's still one alive. I hate these things. There it is. And it's dead. So I think my plan is going to be to use that dirt ramp as access to the underside. First, we need to clear all the pests out. Oh, fuck, they hatched. Where are they? God damn it. Oh, there's a lot of them. Come on, I need to bait you into attacking me. There we go. Now they're all dead. Ugh. There's a lot of them in this estuary. I didn't even notice. Like, I've been kicking about this area for so long that I forgot that it starts off absolutely infested. And that's the end of my coffee. I'll probably not be so hot now that I'm not drinking previously boiled extract. Hold on one second. I need to tell. The new VOD has uploaded to YouTube of Shirtless Sunday. It's a long play. I'm only doing long plays right now because I haven't quite yet mastered the art of editing again. I used to do it long ago. In fact, I wasn't a half bad editor. I mean, I'm certainly not a good one, but I'm not bad. But like, I haven't remastered the art of editing yet, so I'm still working on that. Stir! Dude, thank you. Yeah, no. Here, let me let you get a look at. Yeah, I was able to come in. This stuff was all there except the shelf itself. It was all here. I just finally have a spot I can display it all and actually have a real streaming background. And like, I still have all the space over here to fill, but you know.
Whoa, he's bisexual. I didn't know that.
Hey, I'm bisexual.
I'm bisexual. Thank you. Hold on one second. Oops. Just need the. There we go. That's better. The little red bracket telling me that I had a element. Bisniffable nod. I like dick. Yeah. So I still have some room to grow into this space, and like I want to get a small like love seat for over here, and then there's a wall. This wall. Eventually, I want to put a TV on it so I can have people like hang out with me on stream and participate with me. So working on it, but like you know, this is very much an iterative process. So I still got a ways to go to get to where I want to be. Oh. Right. Okay. Well, no, that's not going to be too bad. This is the underlayer after all. So we're beginning work on the to catch everyone up in case you're just joining us. We're beginning work on my new main facility, which is going to be in this valley where I had built Angband last time. Oh yeah. So if you want to see what Angband looked like before I came in, Sandy, I'm at the a new room. This is my new studio. It is so much better in here because I have climate control in here. It's about 93 degrees in the garage right now. It's 102 outside and about 80 degrees in here because I have the door closed. I mean, I'm still figuring out how to do that. I just don't have the stuff to make it into a sex dungeon yet, but that's coming. I'm working on it. Like I said, I was just saying, this is an iterative process. But yeah, this is what Angband looked like before I built everything. And so this is where I plan to put all of my refineries this time. I feel like I tried to squish too much stuff into here to begin with. We'll call this the edge. Right now I'm just kind of defining. Thank you, man. Yeah, lurk away. And thank you for giving me that lurk. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's go this way. We're going to have some stuff to clear out of the way, but call this the edge. Because this is going to pretty much, I think, align right with our gate. So, these two pillars are going to have to be the point that everything is going to flow through. I'm also going to have to chop down all these trees. That makes me so sad. That makes the elf in me cry. I mean, elves are judgmental too, so I'm not surprised. Materials here soon. Oh, just in time for the man to finish its analysis. We got a new recipe to unlock. That'll be def helpful for us. Alright, we're out of steel. So we're starting to get our dimensions boxed in and figuring out exactly where, how much stuff I'm going to need to build all this. And it's looking like a lot. Like, I still got to fill in this entire center part. And this is just like the disposal and transportation section of the build. Like, moving stuff around the main facility. Oh yeah, let's take care of these problems. Oh man, I'm sorry. Why can't I? Not let me cut this down. Oh, I think I'm too high up. Sorry, trees. Don't hate me forever. I really try not to do this. I like nature too much. Like there's this constant tug of war within myself. The need to expand versus the need to, oh, this is gonna go splat. Okay. The need to expand versus the need to preserve nature. In real life, I'm very much the opposite of how I am when I play this game. Caterium. That's what I keep telling myself. I keep saying, oh, they're just pixels. I shouldn't worry too much. But it's like, but they're so pretty pixels. And it's like, I know this game doesn't actually track environmental degradation. Yeah. Oh, I know you're not. But I know it doesn't, like, judge environmental degradation, but still, like, I can feel it with every tree I cut. Kill them all. Burn it all. Burn them all. Death. Yeah. Once I get more stuff to actually be able to build a sex dungeon, but right now, actually, like, I'm beginning to develop my professional, my business a little more because, you know, this is capitalism and I have to in order to survive. But, like, you know, having a space for working, especially, like, on stream, and also having a space that is conducive to being able to write, I think is going to be far, far, far more helpful. Oh, right, I built all this and I can't take it yet. Not necessarily. Not a sex dungeon, at least. Not... Doesn't have to be underground, traditionally. A dungeon, probably, because it's harder to escape from. My understanding is that, like, a lot of dungeons were actually built into the foundation of the castle, not necessarily beneath it. At the point at which the walls would be thickest. I mean, I've been to a couple castles, like a couple fort, like, in European history, the word castle is used a little deceptively, especially as you start getting into like the late Renaissance or even the Tudor era, because defensive fortifications really stopped being a thing, especially once gunpowder and cannons came into the picture, because stone masonry walls weren't effective at keeping people out anymore. So castles tended to take on the characteristics of what would have previously been considered a manor. No, they won't. I mean, most people who live in modern houses, especially in California, because we're geologically unstable here. It's hard to build underground because, well, you build a building on top of a hole, and then the ground shakes, and suddenly that building wants to fall into the hole, which you could understand would be, you know, very detrimental. Why are you off? You should not be off. Actually, I got an idea. I can start harvesting tickets now. We all love holes. Okay, let's go check out and see what I got, ma'am, now that I got that restarted. Alternative charcoal, alternative concrete, and alternative copper sheet. What a disappointment. I think copper sheet is going to be the most useful. This is already basically useless for us. We, like, originally, charcoal was a lot more important in this game because coal generators didn't used to require water. So you could basically set up a sustainable charcoal generator with very little back infrastructure. You can't do that anymore. Since the water input is required, there's really no way to have a, like... Yeah, you can't really build a charcoal power plant like you used to. They're great for backup generators, but, like, honestly, if we're running for a backup generator, we've got a bigger problem. So I'm going to go with this one, and that's our second hard drive. How disappointing. And I still haven't encountered cast screws. Damn. Okay. And then we're going to do something else. We are going to set up an awesome sink. Because we're going to start needing to make... We're going to need to start making, tickets. Because we're going to need them to buy more advanced components that we're going to need to really, really connect up our base. And also so that I can continue to use the same sink here. We're going to plop one of these. And we're going to plop one of these. Oh, I'm out of iron plate again. What do you do when the party's full health? Oh, so Neri came over last night to celebrate her birthday, and we had a wonderful time together. I'm actually trying to get her addicted to Final Fantasy. I want her to pick it up and play with us. Actually, I'd like everybody to pick it up and play with us, but, you know, that's just my secret wish. Alright, let's make some DNA capsules, because that can help our research go a little faster. And also, I really should select a new milestone that I should be working towards. Okay, what am I... Steel is probably going to be the most... Oh yeah, steel is going to be fundamental for going forward. Oh, wait. Mark II miner. Power. Expanded power infrastructure. I do need steel for that, though. I need steel for all of this. Alright. Baseline steel production. Yeah. No one in Ferry? Yeah, Ferry is really backed up right now. Like, I get that. For the Shirtless Sunday stream, like, I had to wait an hour just to get, like, into, like, an hour on stream, and I had started, like, half an hour early, just to get in so that we could all play together, so that I could do the show. But, like, man, that was a lot. Like, I'll be playing Final Fantasy later tonight. I know Wolfkey's trying to get further in his MSQ. Lots and lots of slide jumping right now. Slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump. Well, funny that one of my buddies is on Behemoth because he is big and obsessed with muscle. I'm on Fairy because that's where all the queers are. My people. I'm at Chrysalis already if they want to do it. Okay. They're not, that's what we're waiting on. I don't know when they'll get there. I do not know when they will arrive at that point, but I am not opposed to doing it together. Not in the slightest. Give myself plenty of concrete. Fair enough. We're gonna run through all our materials super quick. Well, when I get back, I should set up another plate machine. Because I think what the takeaway is going to be from this, because this, we're going to exhaust ourselves way too rapidly building this for it not just to knock us down. Oh, yeah. I wish I had known. I would have jumped in to tank it for you. Yeah, I keep expecting it to be over, but it just doesn't seem to want to be done. I have a terrible feeling about going down there. But we're going to create a permanent access point to this, because I don't want to accidentally seal it off. And another slug. We're going to need that. I had to go to the book step and basically gave up. Oh, you got to the book step. I got the book. I got the... oh, that's going to be a challenge. Okay. Ended up getting the book on stream the other night. If you ever want to pick... Drawing too much aggro. What's his stance on? That would be my first question. I mean, I don't really play healer anymore after I proved that I was terrible at it. But, like, I know tanking, and, like, as a tank, like, my number one priority is making sure that I hold aggro all the time. Ever since I had that one experience, though, like, I'm just full of self-doubt with it. It's like, I messed up so badly that I got called on it, and it's just, like, it's like, ooh, like, what do I do? What do I do with that? It's like, I don't want to... Fair. Like, I just keep thinking, like, what if I blow it for everyone again? Like, what am I gonna do? Okay, fair. Sometimes I think I just need to get over myself. I always end up. Yeah. Fair. You know, I do feel a lot more comfortable. We're gonna need this. I do feel a lot more comfortable running dungeons as a healer with people I know because, like, I have a feeling like you guys are gonna actually give me grace to be a noob. I don't feel that with the others. Whew. Thank you for that. All right, what do we got back? All right, we're gonna have to. Let's see how much iron plate we have because we definitely don't have enough to continue. But we have an option for expansion by going bam. Oh, I don't have enough. Shit. Oh, that's easily fixed. Yeah. You know, Shu, do you have ADHD? Just curious. Okay, because like one of the things that people with ADHD, myself included, tends to run into is RSD. ADHD? Because I was about to talk about RSD. I was about to say, you, like, babe, you of all people, I expect to be like the subject matter expert on ADHD. I'll help this go a little faster. Oh yeah, no power. I was about to talk a little bit about RSD, and because it's something that I get rather strongly. It's a big stretch. Rejection sensitivity dysphoria. All right. So now we are literally making iron plates at a speed twice as fast as before. Fortunately, however, we are not yet ready to go to our construction site. Alright, let's see what the ma'am is doing and see if we can get anything else out of it right now without having to go hunting. So I need 50 sulfur, 25 coal, and 25, okay, a lot of manufactured parts right now. And not quite enough for more research into quartz. Fair. I both have RSD and insecurities. Like, you know, I'm sure you can appreciate this, Shu. But like, I was bullied a lot when I was young, both institutionally and by my peers. So I have a lot of very sharp insecurities that show up. And like, while I do try to manage them, it's not at all easy, I gotta say. Okay, we got these, we don't need them. We got these, we don't need them. Okay, that's what we need. And we also still don't quite have enough. Alien organisms. Start research. Sweet. We're going to process all these because together they make a nice little stack. Now that I'm not drinking coffee anymore, it's actually a lot more pleasant in here. Yeah, and constantly being told you're not worth anything unless you can perform up to the same standards as your peers. Oh, I was a very... So, something to know about me is that every couple years I have a break, basically a breakdown, and have to rebuild myself from the ground up. This actually just happened again a couple months back. October, actually, about the same time I started streaming. I had another break, and I had to completely redefine myself as a person. Hydrate, says Shu. Thank you. But basically, to give you an idea, at age 7, I was diagnosed with severe dyslexia, and that basically defined my existence from the age of about 7 until about 21. Like, every time that I, suddenly be like, oh, I have something I want to do, everyone would show up and be like, you can't do that, you have a disability, sorry, we're gonna put all these roadblocks in your way to keep you from achieving your goal. And then I spent the rest of my life just tearing every single roadblock down, which I now view those roadblocks more as a, like, this took up my time, less than it was, cruel or mean. It's like, yep. And it was basically like, oh, you're never going to be able to do this. And it's like, well, I did. So thank you, like, and not you or anybody else watching this, but like, thank you. Thank you for proving my point that actually I could and that you were a liar. The rhetorical you here. Because, like, no, I could. Like, one of the things that, like, an example of what I mean by I could is that, is mathematics. I'm actually really good at math, but only higher level math. I cannot do arithmetic to save my life. This is something that has persisted, like, I can't add quickly or subtract quickly or multiply at all or divide at all in my head. I have to write it out. Or, if I really want to save time, use a calculator. So, growing up, my school did not like that very much and insisted that I do take remedial, like, even though I could do more advanced equations, like understanding relationships between each other, fucking easy. Like, I see how the web is built, and I can design, like, I can even design my own equations to solve, like, mathematical logistical problems. Like, I can just do it. But because I couldn't multiply and divide in my head, they kept saying, oh, you need remedial mathematics. Oh, you need to take remedial mathematics again. Because you're still not fast enough. You're still not fast enough to learn these higher level concepts. And it's like, but I'm already doing it. But I am already doing it. And so for me, it really felt like I was being held to this arbitrary standard, this decision, that because I could not do something like the way someone else wanted me to, I couldn't do it at all. Actually, right, I can auto this. I can also feel the heat coming through the wall. Yeah. But when it comes to the weight of a diagnosis, all anybody, especially in the 90s and 2000s, saw was the diagnosis. They saw the label and looked no deeper. And so that actually caused a lot of harm, like socially, because like, you know, I had this diagnosis in elementary school. No one could help me. I couldn't read. I wasn't learning because nobody, like, if you ask me, it was because literally no one bothered to teach me anything. Like, we were just expected, like, it always felt like, oh, you're just expected to learn this on your own. Like, here's the classroom environment now, and here's the book. Now go learn that book. And it's like, that's not how I work. I have to turn it into something social. I have to engage with it. I have to be able to ask questions. Bingo, Dave. Big one. Yeah, we did have a very overly, because like, from the viewpoint of the system, the systemic educational process, was that if you have a disability, and this is mostly for the 90s and 2000s, just to be clear, things have changed. Like, if you had a disability, you absolutely could not be considered gifted. And on top of that, there is a subject stigma that I faced, which is that the subject I was good at in the 90s and 2000s weren't the in vogue subjects. In fact, they were subjects that were often looked down upon by other fields, because, like, so I was good at engineering, but I couldn't be good at engineering because, well, I had a disability that affected my mathematics. Yeah, no, they were absolutely mutually exclusive. And so, like, they would look for savantism to a degree. Like, I remember, like, having all kinds of subjects thrown in front of my face as a, here, try this. Oh, no, you didn't do perfectly your first attempt, so you mustn't be good at it. Or you're not a savant, so we're not going to bother training you in it. And then the one thing I pinged on the savantism for was social studies, which at the time and to this day, the educational system has been trying to hack at. Oh yeah, this is right. I was going to make some pods, some DNA capsules to feed the awesome sink. Almost forgot about that. Because we still, we don't have much in the way of concrete either. We're going to have to grab some on our way out. But yeah. Yeah, no, that was off. It's like, oh, social studies isn't going to engineer the next social network, or write the next piece of code, or become the next bioengineer. It's like, that was the only thing that at the time that was really being valued was, yeah. Yeah. No, the whole discussion has changed so much. Checking some things. Yeah, this. No, I've already turned it all into proteins. Right, I need to make the data capsules now. All right, let's make these things. Oh, I can't. San Paulo. I should. I mean, I always love to see parts of the world and cultures that I have no experience with. Yep. No, even in the 90s, I was still labeled as slow. One of my 5th grade teacher, in fact, believed she could beat the disability out of me. She believed I was just lazy and firm discipline would correct me. It didn't work. It only made me bitter and resentful. But yeah, like, that was of the era. Like, she started teaching in the 60s, and by the time she was ready to retire in the late 90s, she still carried many of those beliefs with her. And so, like, what the hostile organism detection. Ooh, pocket dimension. Ooh, we want that. We wants that. We wants that right now. But yeah, like, she literally believed it could be beaten out of a bad student, and it didn't help. It only just made me feel continuously like shit about myself, because I was constantly being, yeah, I was constantly being, you know, devalued and belittled, because it's like, oh, well, you know, if we embarrass him enough, he'll get better. And, like, I was forced to stay in at recess and write letters apologizing for my bad behavior, like forgetting homework assignments or whatever it may have been. Yeah. Yeah, I had coordination issues as part of how my... Oop, wrong one. What am I doing? Yep. Basically, I am personally responsible for the suffering of Christ. Luckily, I wasn't raised with that much Catholicism in my life. Wow. Yeah. Cool. We just expanded our inventory a little bit. Medical inhalers. Oh, actually, with some barrel nuts, which I got, we can unlock another necessary technology while we wait for resources to fill. Perfect. Waiting to fill. So, but anyway, like, so that's everything that I grew up underneath. But, like, you know, I plowed ahead despite what everyone told me. So much of my life has been just an exercise in willpower. And when, like, every challenge that I had to overcome, I just, you know, as I like to tell people, it's horns down, forward, every time. Those will be helpful. We don't have what it takes to be able to produce any of those yet. Structural analysis. I have no idea what that does. But we need DNA data capsules for it. Yeah. Like... I will. I'm actually leaning over intentionally right now because I'm draping my arm into the out vent for the air conditioning to cool off a little bit. So I will straighten up. But just give me a moment, please. I want to cool down a little more. There we go. 24 DNA capsules. All right, Bert. Redeemed a posture check. Everyone, check your posture. Sit up straight, nice and tall. All right, now we go back to the map. And we can unlock this. Ooh. Oh, and we can do it. We can get the rebar gun right now. That actually would be very, very useful for our purposes. And also, we got enough materials now to continue construction, but I will go ahead and pull that when we're done with the MAM. So we just unlocked a whole bunch of new stuff, and I'll be honest, that rebar gun is handy. When I got out of the Navy and decided I wanted to go to school, there had always been this, like, guilt upon me that I could never, you know, that I never went to university, that I never studied, and, like, even just seeing commercials for, like, back to school and getting students ready to, you know, go out and begin their college life made me bitter and angry. But, like, I couldn't express it, so I would tell people, I'd turn it into sadness. And I would just be like, well, this is the way it is. And then eventually, like, I decided, here's a lesson in not saying shit that, you know, speaking too soon. Because, like, when I joined the Navy, I'm like, all right, that's behind me. But I could never let it go. And then after I left the Navy, I decided I was going to go back. And it's like, all right, let's prove each and every one of those motherfuckers wrong. And I spent the next 5 years plus a year and a half of COVID sitting idle doing just that. Proving each and every one of those motherfuckers who told me that I could not, that my disability was too great, that I shouldn't ever think about going to school. I went and proved them all wrong, and then also discovered the big millennial lie that having a formal education didn't mean shit in terms of like ability to find employment or whatever. The only difference between me was because I used my GI Bill for the vast majority of it. I didn't need to incur any debt, so I could enjoy education for education's sake, and I did, and it was wonderful. I valued, like, I didn't have to pay for a dime of my own education, and yet it is still one of the most precious things that I have, because I don't see education as economics. I see it as something else, as something almost, fuck, I forgot the concrete. Yeah, that himbo moment. I've got to go back. I forgot the goddamn concrete. Where's my goddamn tea? Gonna go make myself a cup of goddamn tea. Suddenly I've turned into Sid Highwind. But yeah, like, the argument for me that, for instance, education is only valued if the person has to pay for it is absolute bunk, because it would directly contradict my own lived experience of not paying for an education and seeing the value in it. Pyro! Yo, bro! Yeah, bro. Welcome to my new office. This is my first day streaming from here. Big, new, grandiose space. Wow, it is actually quite... Look at my CPU here. Ooh, shit, this game makes my CPU run hot. My CPU is currently running at about 5 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 45 C. Like, it can handle temperatures much higher than that, but like, I'm actually very grateful I have this cold vent coming through right now. It's getting a bit toasty. I might crack the door after my break and leave it cracked. It's still cooler than the garage, though, hands down. Ah! Okay, I get the feeling on that one, because rent out here, especially in California, is fucking crazy. Everything's fucking cray-cray. Slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump. Yeah, and you honestly don't need a degree to have gotten an education. Really, the actual, what I would call, value in it comes from learning the ability to think critically. To look at something someone's hand you and go, is this actually what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing? Is this real? And I don't mean real in the sense of like, is it actually a thing that exists, but is it real as in, is this thing what it appears to be? And having the tools and skills to interrogate that. That's what I see as the value in education. And even though I didn't pay for it, I walked away with a whole bunch of knowledge and a whole bunch of expertise that I am using to this day. Especially because of the subject matter of my studies. I hear cats. Oh, they're up ahead. They're not chasing, so we're good. Just keep an eye on them as we pass. Really? Well, I mean, I had to sell 6 years of my life to the U.S. government to get it. So, as I like to quote, Full Metal Alchemist, there was... Yep. So, like, this is where I gotta, drag out the Full Metal Alchemist. 'Tis the law of equivalent exchange. I sold part of my life. I get an education. But even so, even without that commitment behind it, I would have greatly valued what I learned. And I too technically have, well, I don't, technically I have a liberal arts degree because I do have a BA. I've mentioned before that my area of study was politics because UC Santa Cruz doesn't call it political science, and a move I deeply agree with. These are really good. Yeah, no, California, my home state, because the United States does not have a national educational system. In fact, like our government, and I don't just mean because, you know, neoliberal ideas, but that does play into it, was skeptical of picking up the tab for public education. And so we kind of have this state-by-state system where each individual regional government has their own university system, and depending upon which state you're in, will determine whether or not that. Yeah. So like the education system that I was a part of, the University of California, because California actually has 2 university systems. 3 if you count the community college system. And all 3 systems are really good. California takes in, I think, like, to give you an idea, most states have a singular university, the University of Minnesota or the University of, you know, Arizona. However, California, like I said, we have 2 systems. We have the University of California and the state system, which has a little bit of a different focus. So, like, mostly the University of California focuses on academic work, whereas the California State University system focuses more on education, on vocations that require education, like teaching and psychology, and like licensing clinicians for psychology. And then, on top of that all, as if that weren't enough, we also have the California Community College system, which is basically a vocational school. They'll teach you how to be an EMT. They'll teach you how to fight fires. They'll teach you how to be like a hospitality worker or even systems administration. They teach practical skills. And the other awesome part about the California Community College system is that you can start over there if you didn't do well in high school, which was the route I took. I went through the community college system twice. Once I failed out of because I was dealing with depression and like in the 2000s it was like, oh, you're a boy, you can't have clinical depression, that's a girl thing. And so like my diagnosis, like I had to battle alone on clinical depression for a long time because just no one believed I could even have it. And so like I failed out of Santa Rosa Junior College the first time I went to school, and then the second time, yeah. And then I went to Mission College in Santa Clara, and I was a straight A student. I mean, that was a decade later. But, like, I got my education, and I did really well. Like, I was a 4.0 student. But again, because, like, so this is, again, where I have to talk about disabilities in the educational system, because I got shortchanged. I was a 4.0 student going through Mission, but because I was the first of my kind to come through the disabilities department, and like, you know, I really gotta, you know, I'm gonna do this just because I gotta take my hat off here to my counselor. She was really good, and on our last day together, she actually apologized to me because she's like, I know you didn't get into your first choice of school. You worked really hard. Looking in hindsight, there were all these programs that I should have been recommending you to, and I didn't because I didn't know. And like, you know, I gave her a bottle of wine when we parted ways because, yeah, no, she did a really good job with what she knew. But unfortunately, because the disability system still wasn't ready for people like me, I lost out on a lot of things to make myself competitive in academics. And I was, because of that, unable to continue with higher level degrees and get into the fields that I actually really wanted to get into. So unfortunately, I just wound up out of luck again. But anyway, now my hat's going back on. Let's be real here. I like myself better with the hat. You know, looking at that, it might have been a blessing in disguise, Dave. Because what I want to do is definitely very different than what academia would want me to do. What I want to do is I want to go forth and I want to have conversations with people and educate them. Like, I don't mean that in like a condescending way either, but like intellectuals are terrible at getting their ideas out of their, ivory tower circle jerks. Let's be real here. They're terrible at it, especially in this day and age. No one listens to academics. Nobody wants to. So what I want to do is I want to take the conversation to a medium where people are actually listening. And I want to make sure that I have the training and equipment to be able to do so, which I actually do feel like I have. At least now. Like, I feel like I can actually talk about politics competently and not in an overly emotional way either. Like, I have learned. I have learned how to do these things. It's just, it takes time. And, like, we need to start having these conversations with lay people and people who do not agree with us. Otherwise, what's going to happen? Like, otherwise, we're just going to wind up in an echo chamber and we're going to sound like a bunch of ivory tower intellectuals who don't take any practical concerns into consideration. We'll throw this in here for now. Okay, I have 2 complete stacks in 80. I have plenty of concrete. Oh yeah, no, the classic, like, first off, I do have to say, at least in my university system, the classics professor that I had to interact with was actually really cool. Queer man, just like me, and we loved talking ancient political philosophy together. Aristotle. We even talked about like the politics of the Old Testament and the Bible specifically. Because the early books, especially the law books like Leviticus and Deuteronomy and Exodus, are very political in nature. They're all about how the functioning of society is structured. And yes, they're rules books, but if we want to get a glimpse of how ancient societies arrange themselves politically, it's actually a pretty good reference. It's not the only reference, but it is a good reference. Because, like, a lot of Christians wouldn't want to admit this, but especially Christianity and the New Testament are heavily influenced by pagan works by the Greeks. Like, we're talking, Aristotle and Plato mostly. Like, these thinkers were very important in the classical Mediterranean, well beyond just the Greek peninsula. And it is remiss to say that, they didn't have their influences, but they did. I mean, you have characters showing up in the historical record, like St. Augustus of Hippo, who was a classically trained, pagan, who converted to Christianity and then began writing about, like, basically began writing about theology. Stripe. There we go. Ooh. Besides lacking enough sources. Yeah. Like I said, the one classics professor I had to interact with was pretty cool. He was more concerned that we were looking, like, again, one of the things I really like about the California system. I was encouraged to think critically about the sources I was reading. All of them. Which I feel is deeply important if we want to have a functional society. Because I don't... Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they're trying to make it so we can't talk about queer stuff in the United States. They're trying. They're failing. Because the more people tell me that I shouldn't talk about something, TBH, the more I want to talk about it. Because my immediate question becomes, okay, why don't you want me talking on this subject? Why do you want me quiet? Like, what do you gain from my silence here? Or from me being silenced? Because it seems like there's a lot most of the time. Probably should have used the new game tag. Oh well. I have to go underneath and not. Ooh, big nasty down there. Alright. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. You saw me. You saw me. It's okay, I think I can. Might be able to. No, I don't think I can slide jump back up. We're gonna have to run for it. Ever been back here much. It's too tight and confined. I don't like to be in those kind of spaces. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, there are definitely some professors out there in our system up here who... That's good at least. Oh, hey, Nukable, would you do me a favor and pull the mattress liner off the clothesline? Yeah, I'm hiding in here and I can feel the heat coming through the walls, TBH. But we got, like, less than a half hour till break time, so I'm trying to, like, not get up and go off camera, do anything with, do anything to open the door, but I think I am going to crack it going forward so that I get more airflow, because this little vent ain't quite keeping up. Yeah, southern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere, where our seasons are opposites. When we're getting warm, you're getting cold, and when you're getting cold, when we're getting cold, you're getting warm. Sweet. I made the jump. Made the jump. Himbo flex. And we jump, and we jump. Ooh, that's actually a pretty nice temperature. I wish it was about that here right now. Actually, truth be told, I wish it was about 75, sunny weather, sun that melts over you like warm butter. God, it might... Be careful, we might just get that. We might just get a freak storm and then it'll start a bunch of fires like it did last time. So let's be careful about what we... Okay. Hey, at least it's staying above freezing. I'll have to post some pictures of the hills around here, the mountains. Everything's all golden right now. Ah, fair. I mean, it starts getting below 50 F and I start running for blankets and crying, it's too cold! Still not quite enough iron. So something I can do from time. Actually, we still got more sources I could tap into. Yes, yes we do. Oh, I've gone, I was out camping in weather that was about -10°C before. That was the nighttime temperature after things dropped off. Because I was in the Boy Scouts at the time, and like I loved extreme camping, or camping in extreme conditions. Thought it was fun. And also I just wanted to prove I could do it. I'm actually pretty good at surviving in the wilderness. Like, I'm no survivalist by like any stretch of the imagination, let me just be clear here. But like, you put me in the woods and I'll do okay for myself for a couple days. But I am no survivalist. Is this even hooked up to power? No. Yeah, I spent a lot of time outdoors as a child, and it had a very measurable effect on me. Make this faster. Almost up to where we were before we left. Suddenly I'm starting to get rather hungry. Deal with that later, and we'll deal with this later. Right now, I don't have enough quartz. I don't have enough of anything, really. I just need more iron. It's going to be a lot of this back and forth since it's a new game and my manufacturing is not nearly up to snuff. There we go. We'll take 500 and we'll start there. Ooh, autosave complete. I keep forgetting how short they are with this new machine. Yeah, I can start a fire with basically nothing. I can I'm really good at improvised shelters. One of the things I had to do back when I was in the Boy Scouts was build a shelter and sleep in it overnight.
Such sights to
Casper, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Himbo Engineering Co. I'm the Himbo, and I build stuff. I'm leaning over into that cool vent again. Just gonna cool off a moment. But thank you for the follow, Casper. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm like, I built a shelter and slept in it overnight. I've slept under the stars on multiple I've slept under the stars on multiple occasions. Ooh. Oh, thank you. You must have heard I was hungry. My husband, everybody. Oh, can you leave the door cracked a little bit? Because it's, like, even with the AC, it's a little warm. Thank you. So, I got a protein bar. How much I hear that. I'm probably going to be quiet for a minute while I chow this down. Oh, the temperature in here is now dropping considerably. I'm a country boy. I grew up in a rural part of a rural town. It's not super rural, but it was still a ranching town when I was, younger. So I've done a lot of the country boy stuff. Like, while I enjoy it, while it's fun, I don't like one of the things that eventually drove a wedge between me and my peers was that I didn't make it like being a country boy this like huge part of my identity that was all in vogue about 10 years ago. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm a country boy, like, but like, why do I have to, you know, buy trucks and wear Carhartt stuff all the time? Like, there are other parts of me that, you know, I want to express, but it's like, no, had to be everything. And it's like, well, if that's the case, I'm done. Almost out of plates again. God damn it. Goddamn tea. Jarek, yo! And yes, it is. I have a new office. Welcome to the new bullpen. Here, let me scooch aside so you can see the decorations so far. I still have to do a lot with this space over here. But over here, I got my bookshelf, and I still need to fill the lower shelf. I'm still looking for all of my books. Everything's gone chaotic in the move. But yeah, I am streaming from my new office today. So I appreciate you being here to help inaugurate this. Climate control. Climate control has been the best part of it. Like being able to crack the door to the streaming space and just feel. Yeah, it's really great to see you, Jarek. Here being a country boy is considered a lower class. Working class is the term we would use for it. And, I mean, it did give me a lot of my, like... I guess the difference is between me and the other country boys really comes down to they all started reading self-help, if at all. I started reading Marx. Yes, tell me systemically why this is the problem. Like, identify the problem systemically. Fair. We're gonna have to hurry. And we're out. Got the power slug. That's gonna be helpful. That's already happened here. Like, country music is something that actually really, really, really shows that transition. There was an American country singer by the name of Johnny Cash, for instance. And you listen to his music, it was all, you know, fuck the police, like, fuck the factory owners, like, you know, it was very pro-working class. And very critical of power structures. And then suddenly, about the time 9/11 happened here, suddenly country music was no longer about, you know, bucking authority and living ruggedly on your own, but it was, you know, stand before the flag, love your pickup truck, consume, buy, you know, love the country, patriotism, 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 the flag, and then it was just like, what happened to all the criticality that used to exist within this? Where did it all go? And now it's like, you know, why Football Man no kneel? Or why Football Man kneel? Yeah. We still, God, this is going to be the slow part. We don't have quite enough resources to continue building the foundation with any kind of speed. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to close the gap for a little while. And the answer is I might go drive hunting because we still need those recipes. I'm trying to think where the nearest one of those might be. The plains would probably be our best candidate. Yeah, they really do, but like, I don't like I like older country music a little bit. Like, it's not my genre, but like, I appreciate it. I do not like newer country music. It's very materialistic in comparison, and you know, too conformist. But what I do enjoy is there is now a genre in oh, okay, I see. There's a country music movement going on. It's called pirate country, and basically what they do is they follow the old tradition of country music that is more critical and is, in my opinion, really, really funny at times, like in a good way. We're gonna go north and see if we can't find any more hard drives. But I think it's William Walker Jr. is his name, is one of the country singers I like, and he is just very visceral with his lyrics, very raw, and like you would think like sometimes just the way the dude talks he'd be homophobic, and I'd argue he isn't. One of his favorite songs of mine literally goes, "Which one of you queers is gonna suck my dick?" And basically, it's a rather amusing song about being in denial about your own sexuality, but he specifically does it to piss off like the conservative country crowd, in music, I mean. New studio, yes. Oh, welcome in, Purring. Good to see you, buddy. We're gonna go use up the iron we have, and then probably about the time I'm done with that, it'll be time for a break, and we'll be able to let the reserves build up because we are building the foundation of our actual factory now. I'm gonna concentrate all the steel over here, iron refining and silica refining will go over here, and as we complete everything, it'll all make its way towards this gate, where we will eventually ship it all out. I'm doing really good. Like, being able to stream now from the new office is just absolutely amazing. Building up, eh? Yeah, that's what this game is all about. Bigger. Bigger. Bigger! You build it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And right now what I'm trying to do is give myself ample room to be able to pump water up. And in fact, that's probably where I'm going to start, so I don't have to do it later, is with the water system. Oh, son of a fuck. I want that yellow power slug, but there's problems. Namely, that. Yep. When the system collapses on itself. I mean, it inevitably does. Like, every system I have built in this game to date has collapsed in on itself for one reason or another. Mostly they get too big and unwieldy. That was the problem I ran into with my last build, was it got too unwieldy with basically 3 mega builds spread over the map connected by train. We're still going to do that, but we're going to build them more as like satellite processing stations. Rather than actual facilities in their own regard. I'm going to put most of my energy into building this one. But we need something to build upon, which is what I'm putting in. This, in fact, the area that I'm building upon right now isn't even the layer that we're going to be building the factory on. This is going to be like waste and disposal. I don't understand this stuff, but that I know. Fair enough. Like, honestly, there's plenty of stuff in here that's a little hard to wrap your noodle around. Anyone's, including my own. Stuff in this game that still fucking stumps me. Oh yeah, we got time. That's all we got for now. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, other than the power plant over there, everything, this area is going to be for waste disposal and for moving stuff from mines to facilities. I'm actually going to build the facilities up on that layer because I have engineered it specifically so that there's plenty of clearance. There's plenty of clearance, or just enough clearance rather, in between the bottom level and the top level. So nothing is being clipped into. I'll be able to have plenty of room for things to move and maneuver around. And we are out of iron. So we'll do the walk back, and then I will prepare to take my 15-minute break. It's going to be so weird not having to come into the house to cool down because I'm already here. I've got my new studio today. Pardon me. Let me go back and pick up more iron. I think we're still going. No, we're running out of concrete. Oh yes. Yes, gotta cool. Oh, it's so hard to keep this hot body cool. Thanks for the compliment, Jarek. You're making me smile. Oh, now you're really making me blush. Everybody all dogpiling on the compliments. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Alright, we're almost there. And as soon as I get there, it will be time. It is time. I'm actually going to end up building this. Michael, yo, coming in just before I start my break. Welcome in, welcome in. How goes Satisfactory? Good. We're beginning to build the foundation of my own of my bigger factory. That's going to be the follow-on to this little camp. Let's see. Says you, handsome. Aww. Alright, we got the iron rolling out. How are you doing? Okay, we're going to want to turn this off for a little bit, or this will back up way too, or this will eat through all of our backup, and we're going to need this to build more. Shaw. Okay. Let's look at something interesting at least while I'm gone. This is a good thing to bear about. We'll keep it in view. Alright, I'm going to go take my 15-minute break. I will be back. I have to do it by camera now. My stream deck is not happy today. Alright, see you all. 15. Hello everyone, I'm back. Wait for the game to catch up. Get all this settled again. All right. Hey, love. Ow. I just need my my desk. All right, we should hopefully now have a lot more materials waiting for us to be picked up. Be able to continue building. Got myself a couple puffs and a cool drink while I was out. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Ooh. You know, I really, like, you and I really need to go to San Diego, Dave. Thanks, babe. Yes, I am back. It is now time for the second half of the stream. Ooh, have you ever had a lingua? Lingua tacos are like one of my favorites. So good. I love Mexican food. It's so good. So, I love a good lingua taco, and it's like, it's also kind of how you know the place is authentic, especially around here, is if they do lingua. It's cow tongue, but I promise it's actually tasty. It's really tasty. I mean, I'm the weird food guy. When I was in the Navy, I was known as the weird food guy. Yep, it's tongue. It is. It's one of my favorite taco meats, actually. Lingua tacos. But like, what got me the reputation of being the weird food guy was, in my opinion, like the least weird food you could have picked. Of all the things I eat, it's like, and this got me that reputation. What are you guys thinking? Was red bean paste for Japanese sweets. I had some red bean paste on my desk during a examination. Oh yeah, red bean mushi's delicious. Yeah, I know, right? They thought that was weird, and I'm like, of all the things I eat, of all of the weird shit I eat, you point to the red bean paste and go, oh, you must be the weird food guy. Like, no. It's like, this is hardly anything. I love red bean paste. It's delicious. Oh, I've upset the Hatcher. Yeah. This is, I think, what hatched on us. Oh, there's a boar. Shit. Where are you? There you are. Got caught and it's... There it is. Okay, looks like it's going to leave me alone, and I don't want to push my luck any further with it. Slug! Give me the slug. Hey, look, it's Sammy. No, actually, I left the garage. My roommate moved out, and my boyfriend was able to move into his old bedroom, which is larger and more of a living space, and so I reoccupied what clearly I believe the designer intended to be the kids' room of the house. And so I reoccupied that because this used to be my office, and it is my office once more. Or as I like to call it now, my studio. It feels empty, like, honestly. I'm going through my private art, like, my collection of originals and, like, other furry art that I have that's, you know, not just tasteful, but, like, actually good for decoration. And I'm trying to figure out what's going to go where. Like, this is very... It's weird. But I guess you fixed that. Hard to hear me still? Because, like, oh my god, it did it again. No, can't have. Shouldn't have. There. Hold on. It is adjusting my volume for some... Let me check the settings again. This thing's got me paranoid now. Oh, okay. I'm usually a lot louder, but my husband's doing a practice interview right now, so I'm kind of trying to keep my voice down a little bit. You know, I should add to the Amazon wish list a new mic stand for this, so I can have it like come down from above. One step at a time. One step at a time. Waiting will be over when waiting is filled. Oh, good. Yes, good luck. Yeah, thank you. It's not an actual interview, it's a practice. So I still want to be respectful of that, so I'm just going to have kind of an awkward sitting position and just kind of lean into the mic while I talk a little bit. But hey, Zach, how you doing? Also, is this better on the mic volume when I lean in like this? Okay, good. Good to know. I don't want to be whispering, you know. Like, I mean, the volume at which you hear me, I don't want it to be in a whisper. It's just that's the second time I've noticed that my mic got turned down because like before I restarted everything, it was turned up to 100%. This work is so repetitive. Excellent. Sure. What's up? Hi. You might try a livelier mic in the future, which is funny because like this is the same mic I was using on my last build, and like I could blow everyone out with that. I don't know what's going on with the pickup. Huh. I mean, it's a whole concept we don't have, like, neither culturally nor lingually. Looking at that now. I've been doing both. And both are now turned up all the way to max, and it's not behaving like it did on my last machine, and I don't know why. I'm sure, you know, further investigation will tell, but I just haven't done it yet. And I'd need to go hunting down that problem. Make sure you check that. Okay. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Is there and there is something intrinsic to being. There is a temporary state. Huh. Yeah, no, it's not even something that I can even say I really thought about, like in differentiating, because in English it doesn't seem to be a concept that we're all that concerned with. Which now, like, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, huh, there's a lot here. Because like I'm trying to even wrap my head around the idea, you know, as an English speaker. I know, that's what's interesting. Okay. If you're in this place right now. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I guess. Yeah. In the Anglophone thought process, like, that doesn't even really come up. Like, I mean, because from our standpoint, a state of being is a state of being, temporary, nor, yeah. Yeah, like, the only answer I can give is that English just does not seem to be as concerned with that concept. And I'm also finding myself simultaneously asking the question if it should be. Like, that's not one I can not one I can answer off, just offhandedly. And we need to go back and get more concrete. Thank you for that. I love language, and so any opportunity I get to talk about it, especially, the differences between, like, the way things are done in various languages, I love talking about it. So, like, please bring it up in the future. Fun fact. Sparkling water strikes again. I mean, everybody knows I'm a Tolkien nut. I make no secret about it. But, like, it used to extend to creating fantasy languages for the stories I was writing. And now I kind of did it the opposite of the way Tolkien did, where he created the language and then created the history for that language. I created the history and then created the language for the history. But I did try my hand at creating my own language. It is hard. It is hard. Oh yeah. I mean, I know lots of bilingual people. I myself, though I am lightly trained in Japanese, I would not consider myself anywhere close to bilingual. Yes, soy en estoy. I mean, I'd imagine that Spanish and Portuguese as languages are fairly, closely related, geography considered. Okay. Oh yeah, concrete. And concrete, and I'll take whatever iron I've got here too. Oh, you're not working. Why are you not working? This is now a grid apocalypse, but who cares? Fair. I mean, I can catch, like, I've never been formally trained in Spanish. But my knowledge of Latin and of language in general, sometimes I can get a very, very passing understanding out of Spanish. Like, I'll be like, oh, I know what you're talking about here. Okay. But I am not in any way formally trained in Spanish. I kind of wish I was, but I wasn't. Latin helps a lot. Yeah. I've noticed that Latin has been the key for learning many languages for me, including a better mastery of English, because English contains Latin, but it's not in the same way because English is not derived from Latin. English introduced Latin into its vocabulary in about the 1700s. Latin and Greek. We were trying to make our language sound more intellectual. So a lot of words of that era that hang over contain those Latin roots. Because English is technically a Germanic language. We don't even speak it and we don't even speak it the same way as the Germans, so. Mm-hmm. No, we have a very Nordic composition. Like I said, it's German. Like English is a Germanic language when you get down to it. And it shows in a lot of ways. I'd count it. Yeah, basically. Everybody decided to fight over that little chunk, rain-soaked chunk of land out in the middle of, out between the Baltic and the Atlantic.
We have such
Ooh.
sights to show you.
Ryloth, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Himbo Engineering Co. I'm the Himbo. I build stuff. How are you doing today? We're just having a little chat about languages while I lay the foundation of my new mega factory. Put that, yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I would put that on my resume if I could legit, like, say I spoke Latin rather than just, like, shambling bits and pieces of it. Oh, Riley! Yo! Oh, hold on, Riley! Yo, welcome in! Oh yeah, no, play some Final Fantasy. Yeah, welcome to stream. And thank you for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate that. Accidentally jumped right on through. Wow, I went through that much concrete already. Oh, this is gonna be problematic if I can't speed and clean this up. I think we have. Okay, so we're gonna have to probably get our first. Yeah, no, English is like. So one of the things that frustrates me most as a dyslexic person is our spelling system, because there's so much of. All right. Thank you for giving me that lurk. Norwegian. Okay. Because, like, one of the things that gets me about English the most is actually our inconsistent spellings. Because a lot of it is honestly just you have to know, and you just have to know that this does not follow any other rules. It just is. And that actually trips me up in spelling to this day. Like, double letters trip me up. What else trips me up? Certain sound combinations that don't make the sounds you would think they do. Like through, for instance, as a word. Like, the O-U-G-H-T sound is just like, why? Introduced at different times and then with its own weirdness thrown on top of it. Because, like, if you go back and read something like Beowulf, or like listen to a recitation of Beowulf in Old English, you would swear that you were listening to German or to Norwegian or Danish. It sounds nothing like modern day English. And then you get Middle English, which is even weirder because you can kind of understand some of it, but nothing makes much in the way of sense. Especially because, oh fuck, I forgot. Concrete again. God damn it, himbo moment. Especially when, like, you get into Middle English and you start dealing with words that sound like words you've heard before, but yeah, but I mean, so was English because it came over, like, Beowulf was a story that came over with the Anglo-Saxons. And it seems to contain memories of a time when the Anglos were in Jutland. But it's so old, like, we can't know for sure, but we can speculate. because the problem specifically with Beowulf is the first time anyone wrote it down was around the year 800 AD. Old English was still being spoken then. But it was being told as an oral tradition for far longer. And we really don't have any idea of how long or when the tale originated. But it probably would be my guess, say it came with them when the Anglo-Saxons left Jutland and came to England. But I've read Beowulf, like, it's a good read. It's short. It's very short. Like, it's something that, like, you were supposed to be able to recite, like, you know, in a mead hall and be able to finish it, you know, in one sitting. Beowulf. Yep. Oh no, that had a huge effect on all of the stories that we know. Like, one of my favorites is look at what the Greeks did to the Iliad and the Odyssey. Like, once it got written down, like, you know, there were many iterations of those tales throughout time, and suddenly Homer goes and takes it, because like the Iliad happened around 1350 BCE ish. We don't know for sure, but that's about the time there was a sack of Troy. So from approximately 1350 until about the year 800 BC, you get there's a period where the tale must have been preserved as some sort of oral story, and then Homer, my guess is, wrote down his own version of it, and when he did so, he basically created this document that became the foundation of Greek culture and Greek, like, even legal belief. Like, that was the whole thing that Socrates was complaining about with the sophists, was that the sophists were basically teaching people how to argue their position selectively using the Iliad and the Odyssey and maybe a couple other works of Homer that we don't know about anymore, to make their case before the populace. And like, Socrates thought this was stupid because effectively quote mining a story like that, you can prove anything. Dactyl, yeah, I mean, that's another thing English can't do, is dactyl hexameter. Like, it is my favorite mode for poetry, but like, English doesn't do it well. That said, there is a surprising place where it does, and I'll let you guys take a guess as to where. Like, hold on, let me sound like an internet clickbait article here for a second. The answer will surprise you. Oh yeah, that'll be more than clear. There's one in English too, but it's not good. It is not good. But can you guess the one place where English has been used in dactyl hexameter into what I would call yeah, no, the English dactyl hexameter version of the Iliad is just like, what? It's like, this is incomprehensible. It's like, congratulations, you preserved the flow but lost the meaning. Whoops. But I guess to answer my question to the chat, if anybody is still thinking about it, I'll give you another minute. Let me repeat. Chat, so I'm asking, dactyl hexameter, which is a mode, I guess you could say a tempo of writing poetry. It's very difficult to do in English, but it does show up in one specific place where it is used to great effect. Can you guess what that is? I mean, that's the point of guessing, Shu. I'm literally telling you it's okay to be wrong. Yeah, that's something else that, you know, just brings to mind. It's okay to be wrong if you don't know something. How do you learn? If you're not wrong, how do you learn what's actually right? If you're not ever given a space to try something and make a mistake, another autosaver, didn't even notice it. God, I love early games sometimes. I mean, there are parts about early game that I absolutely can't stand. Like I'm about to run with the resource bottleneck. I mean, yes, I'm gonna fucking tell you, Dave. The answer is actually in rap music. A lot of rap artists use dactyl hexameter quite often and to great effect. They just get poo-pooed because of who they are. And like I said, it is hard to make English work in dactyl hexameter, and some artists do it. I need to go find another. I believe there's a concrete deposit up here. This might actually be my first build of the new facility is acquire more concrete. Okay, that is where the coal is hiding. Actually, I got a scanner for this. Why don't I just use it? 220 meters. Yo, welcome to the new studio. How do you like it, Mark? Here, I'm gonna rotate so y'all can see the new setup. But I'm slowly making the space mine. It feels a little empty. Feels a little empty to me yet, but I'm working on it. And I'd like to get the love seat in here, or a love seat, or maybe I'm hearing mouse. I think it's underground. I think I'm okay. But if I can't get it to fit, which I'm concerned about, I'm thinking about getting like a couple of recliners and putting them up against that wall over there, so that, and like eventually find a TV, like probably secondhand because that's how I roll, to mount over here, and then have like a little chill and hangout spot, and also a place for people to guest star with me on stream. Shit. Right, I'm going uphill, that's why I can't do that. 100 meters, well, 150. Let's count. Wait a minute, technically I am. I'm literally counting how many meters it is. Meteors, oh, that would be bad. There it is. Alright, is there a big nasty up here? No? Oh, it's a pure. Oh, this is going to be helpful. Alright, let's start clearing it. I'm not being attacked, so that's a good sign. It's a gift that keeps on giving right now, too. Jeebus. There it goes. Thank you. Well, I mean, the nodes are preset. I knew that this one was at least going to be a normal. I just couldn't remember if it was a normal or pure. Oh, it is. I plan to fill it up more. Like I said, I really want to get a couple like big comfy chairs to go against the far wall over here, and I want to fill this up with more display items. Like, I'd like to get another bookshelf like this and just extend it this way, and put more of my, you know, knickknacks and stuff atop it. But I have to say, it's a lot nicer being in the house where I have some level of climate control. Alright. Do I have steel? I believe I do. Yeah, I have plenty for this project. Basically just break my legs twice to get down faster. It's efficient. No, it's stupid, but, you know, whatever. Dare to be stupid, dare to be stupid. What did I say? Dare to be stupid, we could be stupid all day. Join the crowd. Yeah. But there's a comedy songwriter and performer in the U.S. named Weird Al Yankovic. You've probably heard of him because I know he's big famous. But he has a song called Dare to be Stupid, and I love it. And every time I do something dumb, a bar of it plays in my head. He's still around. Yeah. Make America... Do you know what? Just make America weird again. Like... Dare to be stupid? Fair. Huh. I wouldn't know. I've never seen it. I was never really into Transformers when I was very, very young. So I don't really have that experience. Exactly. That was actually probably like why I was like, I don't know, I shouldn't assume, but I also don't want to condescend. So it's like, yeah, I think the same thing is just to be like, okay, like, you may have, you may not have. It is that it is. There we go. So this is actually going to be the top level that I'm actually going to build the facility on. But right now what I need is I need just enough room to be able to get this going. This isn't going to be this isn't even my final form. But no, in all seriousness, I just need something so that I can start making concrete a little bit faster. Because this is going to take way too long. Like, even after my break, I saw how little excess concrete I had generated, and it's like, I'm going to deplete this so fast. A slide, basically, yeah. No, you ain't raw. Oh, fuck, I'm on concrete. God damn. Wait a minute. Yeah. So I can make a little bit. Enjoy the rest of your day at work, Mark. And there we go. Got 19 bags of concrete. That should be enough to at least finish this project. Get it turning. Turning, burning, as I like to say. Should not have jumped. I would think that would be I think a more comparable item in this game would be an iron rod. Or a steel pipe. Although steel pipe is usually what I like to lay. But oh God, please be enough. Okay, I should be able You got it. I mean, I'm always trying to lay a pipe, but that's another story. I mean, so many water systems you got to build in this game. That's a lot of pipe. That's a lot of pipe. Oh, right. I pulled that bullshit. Son of a bitch. Yeah. That is how the bull do. Alright, we gotta go around and then go up and put the power pole up there. So many things in this game could be euphemisms. Like, as I've been pointing out. Fair. I mean, the main thing you gotta remember with pipes, Shu, is that there's iron ones and there's copper ones. And iron ones are typically used for waste disposal, and copper is used for water delivery. There's also PCV pipes, but I don't like to talk about those because they complicate our little picture here. There we go. Alright, let's turn this on. This will already be going at a speed of 120, and I can't even, well, actually, I can. I think, oh no, I don't have enough. Oh, scheisse. Minor break. Okay. So, what I'm gonna need to do is, is that really all of the... Okay, let's go back, and we're gonna check, and we're gonna see if... I will endeavor to do as I can to help you with your pipe ignorance, Shu. I will do what I can. Now, I'm out of reinforced iron plates, and we're going to need that in order to be able to press forward and get our little concrete facility going again. Or going, at least up to full speed. So, we're going to make a couple adjustments. Hopefully, everything will work out. I love you too, babe. Let's just hope I still have some reinforced iron plates to deal with, because if I'm out, I'm gonna have to turn on some machinery and hope for the best. Welcome to the struggles of early game. Late game, you can snap your fingers and basically have any quantity of stuff you need at your disposal. Early game, that's not the case. I also could just make some rotors. Almost there. The encampment. Basically, fortunately. It's not even a matter of I gotta fight for them. It's just like, yeah, it's like I gotta scratch for them almost. Okay, that's just holding its position. That's got screws. That's got iron that I know what to do with. I'll take some of it. I'm gonna. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we have plenty. We're gonna need more. I'm gonna turn this thing back on for a little while. Especially now that I have so much more iron plate production. Let's see, we're gonna make 20, 40, 60, and what are you consuming? 30. So the good news is I'm now making twice the amount of iron plates I need to be sustainable. So we can just leave that on, and we're not gonna have to worry about one of our chief building components ticking down on us. I also got more concrete, I got more iron, I got Reinforced iron plates. Is there anything else I really need before I put this in the review mirror? Don't look like. Okay. Press forward. Fuck. Yeah, how? So here's a question, and I'll take bets from everyone in chat. But when do you think the server load, the queue lines are going to go down to something a little more reasonable? How long do you think it's going to be before we can, reasonably log on in 5 to 10 minutes? I do not know myself. Monthish? So I'll say for you, Dave, 30 days? That sound like a good interpretation? Oh, it didn't even get here yet. So slow. We're literally like running the wrong way on a elevator or a moving walkway effectively. Oh God, I hope I still have enough. Oh. This is it. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Should be moving at Mark II speeds now. That's at a rate of 120 a minute. Fair. Yeah, because I actually kind of like that they've been, kicking people who are idle from the game. Okay. That should now deliver 120, yeah. Because, like, RuneScape would do that. Like, WoW would do that. Every game I know, except for Final Fantasy 14, disconnects you. Oh, wow, okay. So, what I just discovered is that this is moving at a rate of about 45 minutes, so we can put additional processing on this, and I'm starting to get ready for it. Let's see, 45 is 90. So I can do 4 on this, I believe. Fuck. So because I used every piece of, yeah, there's no idle activity. No. You're, at least not that I'm aware. But now I have to go back again, because guess what I forgot more of? Iron goddamn plate. Why the hell is it? Alright, I don't quite yet have enough reinforced iron plates, so I have to go back and get more. God damn it. I wish I had a vroom. Yeah, in RuneScape, the act of selling things before they had any kind of auction house was you had to gather outside the bank in Faldor and basically shout what you were selling until somebody PM'd you and accepted like your offer. You had to make all your sales in person. So there was no idle play in that game either. Hey chat, did anybody play RuneScape, either now or back in the day? And if you did, what was your experience or something you remember? That game is oddly nostalgic for me. Okay. Penny reinforced iron plates, though. I know I made at least some, but I have plenty. Perfect. We're taking all of them. I'll empty this out, because why not? And we have plenty of iron, so I'm not worried about it. Question is, can I make a storage container? Yes, I can. Perfect. Excellent. Wonderful. Because we are running out of concrete yet again, and I see a way that I can fix this problem, at least in the near term, as we continue to build the foundation of our new refinery sector. And I'm going to try not to cram these buildings too close together because, as like I have explained, I don't have all the recipes unlocked on this playthrough, which is something I usually do because I hate hard drive hunting, and for a couple of them to unlock, you have to wait for Fistmas to hit, which probably won't happen this year because I think they're going to release 1.0. So it's like I am locked out of a lot of potential technology because I just can't open it. Like, but so far we haven't found the recipes I really want either. Like, I haven't found cast iron screws. I found one of the refinings that I need, copper refining, so I can at least build that to full scale pretty quick. I thought there was a one. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it did upgrade all of this to 120s. Unless I go back up. Let's double check the top side. Something. So when I went back, the reason why I went back, in case you've just joined us, I noticed that something on that conveyor belt wasn't quite moving at speed, which means that I didn't upgrade all of it. Somewhere there is a bit of level 1 conveyor belt, and I don't quite know where it is yet. So I'm basically just checking the top side of cliff sides. That mostly means rub new conveyor belt on old conveyor belt until it turns blue. And then click. But also, RuneScape. Has anybody played that game other than myself? Shit. Oh, Evox! Yo, thank you for the cheer! Woo! Get some flexes for that. Small screen combi flex for 100 bits. Thank you, Evie. Yeah, it was kind of a niche game. Oh, fuck. Oh, I almost jumped off the cliff. And I did jump off the cliff. Oh, no. Shit. It does. So basically what I do is for bit cheers of 100, I'll do a small, like, combination flex. And then for 5, I'll go to the big screen and I'll do the same thing. And if we get a hype train going, I will go to the big screen and I will flex until the hype train ends. And I will keep it going every time we go up a level. Whew, it can get exhausting, but you know what? better believe it's worth it. Alright, this is one of the downed cargo containers we're looking for. It needs one modular frame. I've got that. I've got that back at base. I can totes get that open. Let's fix... Okay. I need to make a mental note to come back here. But we're going to need to get concrete up and running first. I could, but I don't have the materials for it. I need screws. And I don't... Well, I do have the iron rods. You're right. Yeah. I do have iron rods. On-screen celebration. Oh, thank you, babe. I am way, way, way far away from where I should be. Okay, I can get there from here, no problem. Nukable redeemed peck bounce. And Shu redeemed a hydrate. Thank you, Shu. Indeed. No. Oh. Whew. Almost jumped to my demise. I mean, I like it when I get a lot of redeems. Gives me, you know, I like interacting with you guys. Like, yeah, I can talk about anything and just fill the air with my voice if I wished. But like, it's more fun to interact. Hold on, my husband needs me. Yes, hon?
Just letting you know, I'm thinking about shutting off the AC in about half an hour.
Cool. Alright. We've been running the air conditioning all day because it's been hot as hell. I will. He's already stepped away. He's camera shy, and it's a lot harder to be off camera on this setup in this in the new studio. Okay, I know where I need to get to now. Now I can use the speed of the belt and the jump slide to accelerate myself faster. Oh yeah. No, please. Use those redeems. Like, do use them. Like, I designed them to be fun. The reason why there's so many for bits is because Stream Elements gives me so many more slots for those. Just like, honestly, if I created as a redeem, I made it to be, you know, used. That's the whole purpose of it. So please, like, redeem away. Okay. This is just what is to come. Anyway, so any work I do up here laying foundation now is foundation I don't have to lay later. You know, now that I think about it, I could probably do this and just have an on-site parts generator here. Like, I've got a source of iron over there I could tap into and do much the same thing as I'm doing right now with the concrete. Babe, can you ban them? Thank you. Oh no, Shu! Oh no, Shu got banned! By mistake. Okay. Oh, sorry about that, Shu. That was a big whoops. It's happened to me. I've made that same mistake before too. Shu, are you there? I hope it didn't kick you. Yeah. Himbo moment. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Everything is well. Thank you, anxiety, for letting me know something was wrong, but you can sit down now. He has returned from the band. Okay, because what is its output? 15. Oh yeah, this will be way under. Wait, now I need a splitter. This will be a weird S curve, but this is just to get things started, so we'll go ahead and roll with it. There we go. That'll help with concrete production. Actually, I'm just going to help this go a little faster. So no matter what, out processing can happen. And now this should make concrete at a much faster rate than what we were doing before. Now we're going to do the same thing for iron, because that's most of what we're going to need. All right, Mark. Thanks for coming by today. Take care, Mark. Bye, Mark. I need to get my happy ass back to the gym. I haven't been this week. I usually kind of slack on my gymming during the summer, I'll be honest. It's, you know, I spend all this time working on my body, just working. It's like summer is when I get to relax and enjoy, you know, just having it for a little bit. And then, you know, when the fall chill comes, I start getting serious about doing something about it. Bug nests. Good, we got them before they got their bugs off. Oh, right, that's the wrong thing. I need a equipment workshop for what I need to build. Because I need a portable miner. Tomorrow's therapy day, and we're not going to my usual anime night because the 4th is going to be the day after, so they're going to come this way. So I'll go to the gym tomorrow. Because I need to. I really need to. I've been on top of it more than I was last summer, but like not nearly as much as I'd like. And it's just I keep getting busy. You know what? We're just going to put it on this level, and I'm not going to worry about making this a permanent thing. Is this pure node? Yeah, fucking is. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Take the time. Take your time. I need smelters. Let's go put them out of speed. So 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 60. Wait a minute, 60 is 120. We can clockwork this. But you did it. Like, just sometimes just doing it is all you really need. Like, honestly, I tell people it's like doing a little bit of work versus doing no work, or worse, doing a lot of work but doing it badly. Like, is honestly the. Oh wait, this is a merger, not a splitter. God damn it! It did it again. Son of a fuck.
We have such sights to show
Hey Fox,
you.
thank you for the follow. And thank you for the lurk. Welcome to Himbo Engineering Co. I'm the Himbo. I build stuff. Huh. Oh, you doubled the weight and it didn't feel any harder. Then you must be getting stronger. That's the only explanation I can really think of it. Must be getting stronger. I mean, the resistance does increase difficulty. So, like, it's not that the movement is the hard part. It's honestly building initial strength is usually the tough part. Once you've done that, things tend to accelerate pretty quickly for a while. You will eventually hit what's called a plateau, where you just seem to not be able to get any stronger, and that's where, like, diet and training technique really step in. Here we are. Set all this. We'll do this the fast way. Okay, 30. And how much is used in a single machine of this? So we can figure out the spacing. 30. Okay, so 1 per. Oh! Thank you for the gift sub, Anonymous. Oh, shit. Thank you for getting us started. Thank you for the anonymous gift sub. I really appreciate it. You are too kind, good sir. Hold on. Just for you, Anonymous. Just for you. I'm gonna have to change my lighting to really show off the muscles more, because like they're here, but I'm mostly backlit right now. Like, I want to get one of those ring lights so that I can, you know, illuminate myself a little better. Same, or is it? No, it's gonna be a little off. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, not like it's really gonna matter. Long-term aesthetics of this all. And now we do the same trick I just did, except with mergers. So it's 15, 15, 15, 15. $20, $20, $40, $60, $80. Okay, all this can be done on a Mark I. It's the karma, not the pup, but the concept. Fair. God, I have no idea who this Anonymous has been, or even if it's the same person, but like, you know, my hat's really off to them. They also got a sub gift. Ooh. Also, you won't have to deal with commercials anymore. Okay. Where is storage? Storage box. There we go. Alright. Now we just need power. Should be honestly pretty easy to do. Oh, I still need to cut this out. That's right. It's because it's I believe sunset right now in game. Yeah, I have it on set to bisexual lighting in here right now because, you know, just because. And I have to, or like, it cycles between red and blue for that. So like right now you can see this lamp's actually turning blue and now purple. But yeah, I love bisexual lighting. It really is. Man, I wish I had a jetpack. That'll come in due time, but man, is it a pain in the ass not to have one. Well, I mean, I could just buy one early with enough points. You know, I've never really done set design except, you know, in this office just now. Like, because I am thinking about this like a studio. And I haven't really, you know, fully grown into the space yet, and I'm sure I will with time. But like, there's a whole bunch of furniture I need to get to make this go. Oh, I'm sorry. Mostly what I need for in here is going to be sound dampening. I'm I'm also realizing, you know, as this particular stream has gone on, that I don't need to shout anymore. Like, I don't need to shout to be heard over everything going on in the garage. It's actually kind of nice. Hello, goodbye. I've already got what I wanted. You can just piss off for the moment. I have to rebuild all this once I get steel up and running. For now, I just need it to go. Fair. I mean, I need to find the rest of my books and decide what I want to move from, like, my shelf to the library behind me. I'm trying to find my logic book, because that one is, I think I lent it to my husband, because it's very useful for him since he's a programmer. I have my textbook on formal logic, but I can't seem to find it. Goodbye. Just want to watch this. Oop, I haven't programmed any of the front row, I guess. Nope. Oh, because I never actually connected this. Of course. Almost a Himbo moment, but actually not quite because I beat it. Okay. So this is how you build a clockwork splitter, by the way, or splitter. Basically, you just take advantage of mathematics, and it only really works if everything divides by 3 or 2 evenly. Otherwise, it's just a mess to build. I prefer programmable splitters, but we're not going to get those for another minute, for a little while yet. Especially because I haven't been playing this game much in my downtime. I've mostly been playing either RimWorld or Final Fantasy. But now we are beginning to produce iron plate. Enrico. So much manga and comics, yeah. I don't like to get rid of it, haha, but like I may want to, yeah. But here's the question, Shu, is are you going to read it? Because if the answer is yes to are you, not will I want to, then yes, keep it. If not, you might be hanging on to it for a day that will never come. Oh yeah, I need to get up there and let's see how concrete is doing. It looks like our line is moving at a decent clip. I'm seeing yellow flashes, but I don't think that can be helped. When it goes yellow, it's not going yellow for very long. Oh, that is so much better. This will now be a lot easier for us to keep going. I am, however, going to return to the old base and just do one final clean out of it, because it probably won't even be near as much as we just harvested. But I do want to build that foundation for a little while without having to run back and forth, because this eats a lot of time. Yeah, it's closer than on the last build I did for stream, but it's still a back and forth. It's still a back and forth trek. I mean, a friend borrowed my Venom clay. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think about why. Like, I mean, that's always the question on the back of my head is, you know, why? Why does this group of people like this thing? Why does this group of people dislike the same thing? I just get very curious about such things. I didn't even know that, like, I guess the Straits were really into Venom because like here I almost see it like as a latex suit fantasy. Yeah, that's I mean, that's what I see in it. I don't know why, but now my brain is stuck on emo Peter. So truth be told, I never really liked Spider-Man much. Like, when I was a kid, and I mean specifically when I'm talking about Spider-Man here, I'm not talking about the character overall. I'm talking about the 2000s Spider-Man films. From, like, 2001 on, like, through 2006, I want to say. I think we got Emo Peter about the same time that I graduated high school. But, like, I've been thinking about that kind of thing. Yeah, that was the only one, like, funnily enough, that was the only one I didn't see in theaters. I saw the other two. I was never big into superheroes growing up. It didn't pull me in the way that, like, the classics or the epics did. Mom, I want to hear the movie. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, fair. I liked Wolverine, but didn't know why. Like, I mean, I knew very little of him as a character because, again, I didn't consume superhero media. I mean, mostly for me, it was like, to be fair, like video games and JRPGs. Played a lot of JRPGs. All right, let's get to work. I only saw a couple of the movies, to be honest with you. I saw the first two X-Men movies and then didn't follow up with it. Then again, Huff. Because, I mean, my imagination runs wild. It's like, that boy must be thick. We have over 1,000 parts to build. You can blow through thousands of iron plates and concrete in the blink of an eye building, a foundation like this. I thought I just saw a down pot. I don't think I did, but I want to double check. No, I didn't. I'm just crazy. I just seen. Oh, yes. I bet it was hot. I bet it was hot. Well, yes, I've seen the mermaids. Yes. Yes, I've seen the mermaids. Oof. Yep. Remember, I go till 8 now. That was the thing we talked about when I switched up my schedule. Perfect. Yeah, that means that's my half-hour warning. That we're coming up on the end here. all good things do come to an end because time be like that. But luckily, our time is cyclical, so we will be back at this on Thursday. I will not be streaming tomorrow. It's one of my regularly scheduled days off. A little weird this week because I didn't stream on Monday because I was moving everything in here and getting ready to be in the studio, which I love. I love it here. Also, that power plant won't be up forever either. There will be a time, because there's oil just over there, when I will change it for a petroleum factory, or change it out for, nice. I'll probably play a little bit of that. Hey Dave, what do you say we play a little bit of FF tonight? I've been trying to level up my rogue. Alright. Woot. Woot. Don't really have enough iron plate either. Well, I got just under 400. Demon dance. Yeah, there's a lot to do on a daily basis. I never get through all of them. I never get through all of it. What are we doing on power consumption? Oh, even though this thing is running like a this thing is running like a pile of hot garbage, but do you want to know what? It's running. And our max power consumption ain't even close to like the bottom of its what I call its freak out trough. But we'll get that up and running nice and smooth soon. Aw, are you getting better at PvP then? I haven't even touched PvP yet. Actually, wait a minute. Wow, that's actually quite slow. Alright, well, now we can start doing level 2. I'm just going to go straight out this side because why not? Except unless you're healing yourself. Oh, so not even there. Okay. Building the frame first, mostly because I think this will be a little slower. Oh, really? I'm out. But we're starting to get everything in place. Shit. Yes, I know the slide jumping. Oh, so exciting. I'll save 3, 2, 1, and barely even noticed. Alright, let's see how much iron plate I got. Well, I can always try to run back to the other storage unit and see if I can pilfer that one too. I mean, I only got 106 concrete, and I know I'm gonna need it in the thousands. Especially to build what I'm building now. I should have got an idea. I'm gonna shove this into those before we head out to go pilfer the other box. Never enough. Concrete always seems like, I think, indoor Himbo. Yes, welcome to the new setup. Welcome to my new studio. This is where I'll be streaming from now on. The garage is gone. It's history. No longer do I have the chaotic resin printing setup back there as my background. Now I have something completely different. It's good to see you, Duffa. Pick that apart and we'll shove that into there. Good to see you, Duffa. You definitely are here on, you know, the downward slide, but you got here earlier than last time, so you still got about 25 minutes left before we raid out, so you're all good. You'll at least get a little bit of Himbo today. I'm still continuing to work on my factory. Oh, GJ, yo, thank you. Yeah, hold on. In fact, so for you, those of us joining us, I can show it off a little bit. Like, this replaced my book bar. I am still hunting down some of my books because everything is chaotic. Yeah, everything is chaotic with my roommate moving out. But now, I am so much more comfortable in here because I have air conditioning now. If I went camping with a femboy and they gave me the... You know, I mean, that would depend on, like... That would depend on context, I would say. Because if it's on the DL, I want to respect that. But if it's, you know... If it's a good time and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it was earlier when I had the door closed. I want to go camping. I mean, I love camping. No more sweaty shirtless Sundays. I mean, I can, like, if I close the door, it still gets hot in here, and I still end up sweating like a pig. Beverly Crustard, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Himbo Engineering Co. I'm the Himbo. I build stuff. And yeah, this tank is actually awfully sweaty. Like, I have no idea what the temperature is now. Oh, 95. But earlier today, it got up to about 103. And, like... I went out into the garage during my break, which was, you know, where my setup was before today, and it was 92 in there, and it's like, oh, damn. And that's minus my computer, which is a fucking space heater, and minus, yeah. Well, in that case, then no, I wouldn't be quiet about it. Okay, we need... Summer is almost over. Well, it's about half done. I mean, in where I'm at, like in the U.S., our summer will run until about end of September, mid-October, depending on if we even get a winter this year. Yeah. For us, I don't know because El Nino affects us differently than it does like the entire rest of the country. Like, when we get a La Nina, like we're in like right now, it usually gets very, very hot and very, very dry. And so, like, it's actually something I'm legit worried about this year because that usually means the return of drought. Oh yeah, the concrete is over here. I forgot where it was for a second. Yeah, La Nina is here right now, and that is gonna cause all kinds of problems for us here in California. We will see. I mean, the last La Nina we got, it got so bad it didn't, like, we had 2 rainy days in December, which usually in December the majority of our days are rainy. And so we got like no rain and no snow, and like, yeah, I've been reading about that. It's gonna make landfall really soon, if I'm not mistaken, if it hasn't already. But I've been eyeing that. I always miss that. Every single time. Yeah. Yeah, oh God, I hope not. Like, I hope that the storms stay away from you. I wouldn't want you to have to run anywhere. Oh, freak. Okay, something's wrong. Something with our machine is wrong. You need to go fix it. But yeah, like, our summer might be hot and dry, and if our winter doesn't bring rain, we're in trouble. Well, I mean, we're not in big trouble yet. We can survive about 2 years of drought on our current water supply, but after that, like, it is questionable. We really hope that the rain cometh. The rain cometh. Why aren't you working? Oh, because you were never programmed. There we go. Okay. Now we can see how much concrete we made while we were away and continue our building project, which is building this into the building the foundation of our perma build, which required us setting up a bunch of machines to do exactly what I need to build more floor. Really? Yeah. Oh, earthquakes are very... I would love it. I would love it. Like, drought-stricken California is it is a thing. It is known. It is known. And already we are out of concrete again. Like I said, this is going to eat all our concrete, but we got most of this. Okay. They're a little terrifying, Shu. Not going to lie. It's like suddenly, everything will be... Like here specifically, everything will be fine, everything will be calm, and then you'll start noticing you're doing this routine. Side to side, just swaying, and it's like, oh, and then you notice it's not just you, it's everything in the room. okay. Yeah, it like once the swaying subsides, it's not that bad. Some earthquakes can go for a really long time. Alanas. Oh, okay. And I will go ahead and raid into him when the time cometh, which got about 10 minutes. Got about 10 more minutes of himbo time before I go ahead and raid out. We don't need any more iron right now, so we'll just let that continue to... Why the hell is this backing up like this? It shouldn't even be close to exceeding its capacity. Oh, I never did. That's right. There we go. That's better. Much better. I wonder if the flow was getting all wonky. Alright. Oh yeah, I was going to look down the hole. So right now we're getting everything in place to build basically up. So what I'm going to need to do is first we'll clear this. Clear that, and then there's down below us coal. 3 normal coal nodes. At least I think it's 3. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I was right. There's 3 coal nodes, 4 if you count the one on the hill. So what I want to do with this is we'll go ahead before I start putting the tops on everything. And we'll go ahead and extend the nodes up so that I know the exact point upon which something will be, like, about where I should build my my refinery. I'm not going to be able to build a proper refinery at first. This, yeah, oh yeah, the ding! And then you wait for the pings back. I mean, that's basically how sonar works. I kind of think of it like a sonar ping. I send out the ping and then I wait to hear the echo. The mini pings, the ping, ping, ping. Alright, I need to make some portable miners. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. I need to make some portable miners. Can I tear that down? I may have. Like a fool! Yeah, like a fool, I tore it down and I still needed it. Yourself in next time and live at your own stupidity. Everyone was so mean to Pippin. He was my favorite. Of the hobbits, at least. Peregrine Took. Okay, that's everything. So first we'll go ahead and put the copper mine in place. Yes, I will want a quick break. I'll want to go outside, have a smoke, stretch. Weed smoke, not cigarettes. I actually don't smoke tobacco except on very rare occasions when it's a cigar or a hookah. I don't do cigarettes, but I'll do a joint. Though those are very few and far between for me. I prefer my volcano and my vapor. Alright, so I might be able to start throwing some stuff this way. What I'm going to do is see how I have this ramp back here. This entire side of the factory is going to be built like that. then I'm gonna have set up some. Well, I'm probably gonna have to build more on-site water towers, but we will have a water distribution system that I'll make sure is set up nice and high. Because we're actually layering this properly this time, and I assessed that that's where I was running into problems previously. Was I was not setting up my verticality correctly, or rather, my layers were too dense. So this time, pardon me, I'm building this with a mind for expansion in the future. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it that way. Luckily, I don't have to, like, as you can see, I don't have to worry about pesky things like physics as I'm building. I can just be free to build. Alright, one more chunk here. Shabam. Oh yeah, shit, I was also going to build. Let's drop. This is going to hurt. Oh yeah. But fastest way to reach the ground. Gotta say. Oh, and concrete again. Shit. I shouldn't have used it all on that. Shouldn't have used it all on that. Dracula sent me to horny jail. What'd I do? What'd I do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Ah! I used it all. Apparently, I've been sent to horny jail. Who? Me? I'm not that horny. Lies. Lies. I'll send you right back as soon as it's done. But it's time for me to raid out soon. Dracrio. I am a pipe specialist. It's true. Okay. Before I get... Yo, GJ! I've been put in horny jail. Drink! Just me being in prison? Me being in horny jail? I don't know. Dracrio put me here. Something I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I need to go down to the coal layer. Alright, this will probably be the last thing we'll do, and then I'll call it quits. I want to get these set up, but there's... I'm out of water, and it's the end of stream. This fight. Although it looks like it got him down to 2. Shit, I lost track here. Ugh, owie. State of being is a horny one. Alright, now we need to put some Mark 1 miners down. Oh, hey. Got the drop on you this time. going to need these for later, but not necessarily for right now. But I'm going to come up topside, and then it'll be time to raid out. Oh, Duffo redeemed a peck bounce. Thank you, Duffo. Peck bounce twice. There's one. Ah, okay. I'm doing number 2 now. Thank you, man. Hey, Shu, I got a weird... Well, actually, I'll ask that later. It's not a personal question. It's about, like, what happens... Because Shu accidentally got banned when we meant to ban someone else earlier. And so I just have some questions as to what happens when that happens. Like, were you kicked out of the stream? I'll ask this question, then it'll be time to go. Come up here and we'll survey our work to close out, and I'll just say everything I did. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. And again, apologies. Polka Dog, what's your mighty need? You have a mighty need. You need to share it with the class now. What is your mighty need? But thank you for answering my questions. So as soon as God damn it, Polka Dog. Woof. Oh. Okay. It is time to raid out. Let me find GJ's post because I wasn't horny. There he is. Volanos is who we're going to raid today. Or at least I'm going to consider. Yep. I just found the post. Bye, everyone. But we're not saying goodbye yet. I need to start the raid out process, and that takes just a quick minute. Thank you all for being here, though, tonight. Let's see. Volanos. All right. I'm in his commercials right now. So okay, I'm so sorry, I can't buy. Okay, fair. All right, I'm just waiting now for ads to be over. Actually, I can start the raid process. All right, hold on. All right, we need to think of a raid message, and I got a good one. All right, so first off, initiating the raid. Second, this is our raid message. Let's just give him a himbo flex. All right. Getting the raid message copied. Does everybody have the raid message down? Perfect. Let's do it. All right, here we go. See you all tomorrow.